right there. Good evening. This is Miss Shirley, the OG Gardener in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, Zone 6B. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Like, share, and subscribe, and show me that you like me just a little bit. And hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified of any new videos I may upload. Y'all like gangbusters in here tonight. Thank you, Unbiased, for that. Congratulations. I do appreciate that. And Joshua, hey, hon, how are you? Cheryl, no reset. Thank you. I'm glad you like the graphics. Yeah, that's all Dolores is doing. The lady with the plan, she can do it all. Sylvia, Mike. Hey, my Renaissance grand stopping in. Hey, Nikki. My girl, my OC-ish chick. Thank you, Boo, for coming in. Yeah. Oh, y'all coming in early tonight, and I ain't mad at you. Yep, I'm gonna wait for a few more folks to come in. They already started. But while you guys are in here, drop your temps in. Mine here is 27 degrees, mostly clear. We had a couple of warm days. Well, it wasn't even warm days. It's just the sun was a little brighter than usual, and it finally melted that ice. It wasn't so much the snow; it was the ice. But it's still cold out there. 27 degrees is below freezing. Brother, mother, thank you for stopping in to here again. I hope not, but yeah. Aunties, hey, thank you for stopping in. Ooh, y'all really popping in up in here. Everybody saying hello to one another. That's a good thing. Okay, y'all can still see me. All right. So yeah, it's cold here. It's not planning on getting any warmer. The temperature is gonna drop some more. So all that snow that's up in New Jersey and New York is gonna filter down to us this weekend. Not looking forward to it. I didn't ask for it. I don't need it. I don't like it. Y'all can keep it. Y'all can keep all of that. Oh man, Sylvia says 69 on this beautiful golf course. Oh, coast. That's just rude for and so many reasons why. Yeah, so we won't see 69 till what is this? End of February. We won't see 69 till almost in the April or May. Yeah, we still got a couple more months of winter yet, so I don't even try to dream that far on warm temperatures. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I was reading in the Farmer's Almanac that uh, we might warm up earlier than usual, but then it's going to be drier. So warming up and not as much rain, that might be an issue, especially when you first put seedlings in the ground. You want to keep them well watered. Issue. New York. Yeah, I've been checking the news about you guys snow. I was seeing it was like 4 or 5 feet of snow. People was trying to dig their cars out. And I was watching Farmer Chad snowing over in her house. And I was like, yeah, y'all keep that. Keep it. Yeah, I don't need it. Then we'll be in the 90s. Ah, Sylvia, that's just a shame and a travesty that y'all gonna be warm while we up here looking like Eskimos. Ooh, it's cold. It's cold. Double tap to scream the thumbs up for the live. Please do.
Yeah. Hold up now. Don't go nowhere. The garden's still growing, wisdom still flowing. Miss Shirley, she'll get you right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She got dirt on her hands, but her heart stayed clean. Been growing faith longer than folks been dreaming. Early in the morning, talking life with the sun. Say patience is the seed, baby, wait till it comes. She don't rush no blessing, she don't force no bloom. What's meant for you gon' rise right on time real soon. From tomatoes to truth, every lesson is sown. She planting hope in your spirit, watch your roots get strong. Come and Shirley, be right back, don't move. She got soul in her words, got truth in the groove. From the garden to your heart, yeah, she stay on track. Sit tight, stay ready, man. Shirley, be right back. Oh, Miss Shirley, be right back. Alright, she gon' water your faith, get your...
Okay, I think I'm back. I see me. If y'all can see me and you hear me, can you put a 1 in the chat? I didn't think I would be kicked out this early, but I guess anytime is good for the internet, huh? If you can hear me and see me, put a 1 in the chat, please. Why won't my phone let me in? Okay, all right. Josh says, I can see you clear. Okay, thank you. That's what I want. Appreciate you. Okay. Hey, Serena, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. You said you're using a 40 cell seed starting tray. It has a lid with holes for evaporation, and I leave one cell open for watering. Very good. Hey, Nisi, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. I see all the ones in there. Thank y'all so much. Robin the Gizzard, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Jeanette Potter, hey, hey, hey. Oh, there go the honey slinger. J3GS Farms. Thank you for stopping in this evening. So I know that uh she was sitting back up there a minute ago, so she stopped by. I don't know if she's gonna pop back up there or not. I told y'all there's a raccoon in this chimney, and sometimes she hear in there scratching, and you can actually hear the babies crying for their mama. So she'll sit up on there and just listen. I suppose that's just like emergency system. Yeah. So yeah, I've been watching some of you guys who have used some of those seed starting trays, like from Vigo or Virgo or whatever, all these other different name brands and Boss and Hoss and all these other folks. And some of them be 36, some of them be 76. And you guys are starting and you're using whatever you have available. Hey, G Mama, grows hard in the garden. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. So we use a lot of things. Sometimes we find stuff that's on sale. Sometimes we have plants from previous years that was pretty sturdy, so you decide to hold on to them and clean them out and use them again. I mean, as long as they're not cracked or damaged, why not? Why not save those few extra pennies in your pocket, to keep growing? Uh, so I have a few things here that I collected. I have a lot more, but I wasn't trying to track all that stuff up in the house. But this is my newest acquisition. It gave me a 3-seater tray, okay, that I got from oh, all right. I forgot I got 2 sets of them. They were 99 cents a piece for 3 trays. And these trays are pretty sturdy. They're not that real thin, flimsy kind. So I got these the other day at Mark's. Mark's had them for 90. When my girlfriend and I went shopping, I kind of ran out of money because she had me all over. And for the ones who recognize these little pots from the Dollar Tree, where I think it was like 10 for $1 before they went up to $1.25. What's that, Treasure? Thank you for stopping in. I don't think I've ever seen you in my lives before. And I see somebody saying, hello, Bayou Sugar. She up in here too. Thank you. If I miss you guys, it's because I'm trying to talk and, point out some of the things that we grow in. So this is from the Dollar Tree, and I have a Swedish ivy, and I made a lot of cuttings, and I potted up some. Okay, that's two there. All right, guys, this is a salad tray. I have got a salad, a big salad in it, and I had a uh, piece of ginger that started to sprout in my kitchen before I had a chance to use it. So I just added some soil. I didn't put any drainage holes in it. I just added some soil and I had this cover on it. And because it wasn't this big, it wasn't this tall. And then I noticed one day it was leaning up against the top of the roof of the because it was trying to stand up. So I finally took the lid off and it pushed out two more, okay, sprigs. So if you eat salads and stuff, a lot of people hold on to the containers and use them as potters. Okay. Uh, this one I got from the Dollar Tree as well, and it has these dividers in it. Okay, and you can take them out, leave them in, and break them off as individual. And it comes with a dome. And so that way, once you put them in there and keep it moist, you can start plants in this as well. And for storage, all you got to do is sit this inside once you're through with it. Uh, I think I got some dessert in this one, maybe like a piece of cheesecake or something. So I like it because I can put some holes in the bottom for drainage, add my and watch it. I can tell when anything decides to germinate, and I can open up the lid and I can use it over and over again. Yeah, I do. So that's another piece. And everybody knows what these are. Okay, snip the tips, or you can put one without the snips and stack it inside of it. And I even have the other color as well, and sometimes you can stick that in that because the yellow ones are a little bit bigger. So, yeah. I had an old pan. I lost the lid to. I use it to hold pots like this, and that way I can water from the bottom without worrying about damaging any surfaces of anything that I haven't set on. And then the Pierre de Resson grow bags. These are the ones I got from, lost the name of it just that quick. Wow, brain fart. Okay, anyway, it'll come to me. But these are vegetable grow bags. It's 3 bags in one, and they're 5 gallon, and they hold quite a bit. All these. I think Gina versus Gina hit me to it. And I have other containers as well, but like I said, I didn't bring them all up. I have pots of all various shapes and sizes. I also have cloth grow bags. I have them in the 5 gallon. I have them in the 25 gallon. I even have them in the 50 gallon grow bags. I have, oops, 5 gallon buckets that I've gotten from my local neighborhood deli that I can drill holes in the bottom and put plants in as well. Hey, GT, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Backyard garden, flow. Thank you for stopping in. If I miss you guys, please don't take it personal. Like I said, I've been talking and just trying to, you know, just demonstrate some of the items that I personally use to grow in. And this before I got my hydroponics. So I have a lot more in the back room where I have maybe a 36 tray with the silver domes on it to go as well. G-Mom said I got a couple of those Aldi row bags too. Okay, that was a gift from I had the first ones I got was a gift from um, Gina versus Gina, and then when I was in Aldi's one day, I saw them, and then I got them for myself some additional ones. Thank you, Garden Rookie. Thank you for stopping in. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before either, and I do appreciate it. And we all use different methods, other than in ground and raised beds. Like I said, a lot of you guys do use grow bags. Um, and it's just nice that we have so many possible ways of growing food that we're not just locked down to the initial way of having stuff grown. Everybody used to think you had to grow in ground. Well, this garden community says no, it's not. We don't stop there. You listening to bushes? Well, thank you, Farmer Chaz. I appreciate the Nickels. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping in. Everybody saying hello to one another. So I have actually seen other ways that people grow stuff. I mean, I've actually grown in a pair of rubber boots that had holes in them, but the size was still in good shape. Hey, Cassandra. And I just filled it up and grew in them. I grow my tomatoes in a 30-gallon trash bag, no, trash can, where there was holes in the bottom, scrubbed it out, put soil in it, and I grow anything I want up in there. It was never really a trash bag. It was more like a laundry. I used it for a laundry container. And once it got a hole in the bottom of it, I just filled it up full of soil. And yeah, Sylvia always said, I like the 30-gallon grow bags for potatoes and okra. Yeah, yeah. So the Nickels making them a dad. Yeah. Christy Lewis, thank you for stopping in. Oh, honey, you more than welcome. I'm glad you found my channel. I had a chance to stop in to say hello. For all the new people I see popping in here tonight, welcome, welcome to our garden community. We have a lot of wonderful gardeners in this chat. Mike, see if you can drop your channel to see if Nightbot is working. So if any of our new people in the chat has a channel, or if you don't have a channel of your own, but you're growing or like some advice, uh, if you know your grow zone, and let us know what state you're in. And that way you can see others. Hey, Life with Tashara, that you can get in contact with them or watch their channels and get some help. Like not all of us live in the same grow zone. I'm here in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. It's cold here. It's winter time. When I started chat, it was 27. It's dropped down to 26. So that means my temperature is dropping. So before 12 o'clock tonight, it might be down in the teens as far as temps. So other folks are already dropping seeds in the hydroponics and starting to up pot them. Who was I watching early day? I think it was Tag, the Athletic Gardener. I was watching her show the plants and she had up potted. And I said, oh, okay, it's working. So, yeah, so people are dropping their links and their channels here uh, in the chat so that you can go back and you can check out their channels, subscribe if you like, and follow them. And you can, kind of check the chat on a regular to see all the things that we do here. We do some marvelous things in this garden community. Not everybody is gardeners or been in gardening a long time. Some people have just been in it since the pandemic. I've been gardening all my life, so it's second nature to me. What some people consider a chore is my way of relaxation. Trisha says South Carolina 8A. Oh yeah, you can start gardening now. That's all right. I ain't mad at you. Oh, okay. I missed that one. Wait a minute. My phone won't let me get in. I don't know what's wrong. Um, Man, I can't even go back up in the chat. Well, so there's some of you guys put your information in again because I can't seem to get into my phone much longer to chat to see where you are again. That's all right, Farmer Chaz. We know you're in the chat. G Mama says we are getting a warm weekend in the high 50s. I may get to go outside for a couple of hours without my coat. G Mama, I saw the new stuff you got. I'm jelly. I saw that green stock and that other new stand that you gonna put outside. I was like, oh, look at my girl. She's just moving on up and out. I'm so proud of her. She just growing and flowing. I was like, you go, girl. I ain't mad at you, okay? I'm not. Hey, Devore. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Sylvia says South Mississippi 9A. Okay. Yeah, so it's just Alaska to Georgia from New in our chats. And then I'll disappear again, y'all. Just said oops. But my channel was showing in Germany. Germany, the Philippines, and the UK. Blew my mind. I was like, say what? 1% here, 3% there. I felt like I was a celebrity. It's a lot further than I thought I would ever go. But that was cool though. The analytics sometimes when you read it, it just kind of makes your day when you see some stats that seems okay. I mean, I was expecting to reach a lot of people. Most of you guys are in here are younger. Most of you guys, I'm here. I'm old enough to be most of y'all's mama. There's a few of y'all grandma, and maybe one or two great grandma. Okay, so to be in here with you young, I call y'all little whippersnappers like my grandma. I'm not the only one that's working with that in the garden community. That there's other people who need about food shortages, all these recalls on food, and our food is being sprayed with insecticides, pesticides, and all the sites that we don't need, and how our kids are having allergic reactions to the foods that they're eating. The system can't take what's being put in these foods. All our food is not coming from here. Hey, L Triple G. Most of our foods come from across the water. China, you know, Ukraine, wheat from Ukraine, all kinds of fruits and veggies from China. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people think that a lot of the food that we eat is grown here in the United States. No, it's not. Most of our food come from overseas. That's why a lot of this stuff is green when they pick it, and it's hard, and it's not all the vitamins and minerals that need in the fruit because of the shipping. And don't tell how long they had set on embargoes before they actually get shipped to the supermarkets and before we go in there and buy it. So this is another reason. What Bama said, youngins, yeah. This is another reason why we should be really invested in growing our own food for our own personal health issues and also for our children. Let our kids taste real food. Like the little boy said, I said, where do you think tomatoes came from? He said, supermarket. I gave him a tomato out of my garden and it just blew his little mind. Yeah. So it's just amazing in regards to how little our children know about how our food is grown or where it comes from and how it's prepped for us to eat. Nichols says this is our first time growing from seed vegetables in container. That's okay. Whatever works. Like I said, I've seen on YouTube once where somebody had a whole line against a fence, a pair of old blue jeans, and they tied the bottom off, and the legs was stuffed from soil all the way up to the butt. And they were all pinned to the fence, and it all looked like somebody was leaning up against the fence. It was a whole row of blue jeans, and they had vegetables with long tap roots. They had squash growing out of one, melons out of another one. It was just beautiful and it was funny all at the same time. So I'm trying to see how to put this. Your imagination, as far as growing, will only go as far as you take it. That's why we have so many other people out here that can show us stuff. Hey, I bring it every day. I'm supposed to be in class. I'm in PA. Okay. Zone 7A, grow your own is important. Yep, 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 yep. Autumn, oh dog. What's up? Nice to see you. Been watching you and your fruit and veggies. Y'all, I'm so tickled pink about all my figs that I've been making cuttings and all of them woke up. I thought they was all dead and just sticks. And they said gardening will teach you patience. That's why they say patience is a virtue. Within the last couple of weeks, all those little sticks that I saw has put out leaves, and I'm getting ready to pot them up. I don't even know what they were because I was trimming all my figs. So I don't know if they black Michigan, brown turkey, Chicago. I know I got a bunch of new figs. I'm finna up pot, and I'm happy with that. I'm still waiting on my violet bee dark bow. I'm not calling no names, but okay, just putting it out there. Okay, just putting it out there. If I got any seeds you want, I'll be glad to send you some in exchange for my fig cutting. I really would. Hey, pretty girl, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Yeah. So I know. Oh, natural yard, where you been? Been missing you. I'm so glad you was able to stop in this evening. That's greatly appreciated. Yeah. So I know I won't get any figs off of these, but I got them in. I'm ready to pot them up. I got the soil in the. They got roots on them, and in my back. I went out and came back. All right, that was a quick one. Happy Friday evening, you all. It's evening where you at? It's still Thursday here. Show you this, y'all. Let me move some of these pots out the way. Yeah, but these are. I have about 20 cuttings of this Swedish ivy, and I give it away to friends or family. Whoever comes to stop by my house to visit it, this is what I send them home with. I always send a gift, as a remembrance of me, and hopefully you can keep it alive. Oh, GT, that's what I want to tell you. GT, when I went on my cruise to Alaska, I didn't even think about the time change in Alaska. My sister and I was woke. It was 6 o'clock our time here, but I think it was like 3 o'clock Alaska time. And it was so funny. I was laying in my bed and I said, "Sis, are you up?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "It's 6 o'clock back at home." She said, "Yeah." I said, "Hey, but 3 o'clock here." I was like, "We forgot about the time change in Alaska." And I was like, "We're gonna be laying here in the dark looking up at the ceiling." And we was laughing because nothing was open, on the ship. We didn't want to get up and get dressed. It was funny. All right. Oh, hold on. Don't go nowhere, y'all. And Dolores, you don't need to put a thing on because it's right here. Wait a minute. Let me see if my knee says I can get up. Yeah, I can almost reach it. I'm back. I put my solo cups to good work. See, I got the cups. I got the soil. Look at this, y'all. These are three separate. One, two, three. This one didn't make it, but all these new leaves. I was on the verge of throwing them out. Seriously. And then I found another one in my kitchen window. I got two more here. Look at the roots on this bad boy. I was like, get out of here. So I didn't know these were asleep. I just kept, what I did do though, is when the water started getting cloudy, I poured it out and put fresh water in here. That's one thing I did. I made sure that I kept fresh water in these. So yeah. So I got all my pots, and tomorrow I will be doing a video showing me up potting all my figs into solo cups. So yeah, that's what I was doing earlier today. I told you y'all. Whew. Think I finished my mental break, and I'm ready to get back on the saddle, so to speak, and get my garden popping again. Yeah, they got roots all over. Nice, yeah. So I'm really happy about that. Dolores in the chat. All right, everybody saying hi, D. Yeah, thank you, goodies. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of tickled about that, but I didn't know that those cuttings had gone into dormancy. I wasn't thinking, because when I cut them off the plants, I was trimming them back so that it would push up new growth, not thinking about it. But I said I wasn't throwing them away, so I just stuck them in water. Didn't think anything about it. And by the time I got ready to say, "Oh, I'm throwing these out," they're not doing anything. Roots started popping up and leaves started popping up. I was like, "Oh snap!" Yeah, and that's one thing I did, Sylvia. My really nice one I showed y'all a while back. I waited too long to put that in pot, and it did die. So, but I'm not gonna let these die. That's why I got all the cups there ready. They will be done tomorrow, without a doubt. Yeah. So I'm gonna pot those up because yeah, once they get too waterlogged after a while, so I am gonna put them in soil. Ah, all right. Thank you. You welcome, sweetheart. You are. Yeah, I got all the packages ready. They won't. The rest of these packages, guys, won't go out until next week when you get your seeds. Yeah, I went shopping today and ran out of money. But I'll have money next week. So they all packaged up already. All I gotta do is go to the post office. I already done figured out how much each package costs. So I'm ready for you. Get that knee right. You got to boogie. Oh no, bam it. This knee will never get right. Yeah. They said, "Hey, Fresh and Fire, thank you for stopping in." Nerve damage on this leg is like right now. I'm going through acupuncture. Last week I went Wednesday and Friday. They had 30 needles in my knee, and they had some of them hooked up to a TENS machine, and they're trying to get this nerve to stay alive. And they cranked that bad boy up, and oh, I hollered and screamed. And they was twisting the needles. They're trying to break up the scar tissue in my knee. It's quite, but if hopefully I can learn to walk again. I cannot walk upstairs. I have to take stairs one at a time. So that's my biggest goal. A lot of stuff we take for granted until we are without and miss it. So I'm just learning, trying to learn to just walk up a flight of stairs. Uh GT said I had to start my fig collection over. I allowed probably about 75% die. Ooh. Ouch. Well, you still got some beat none. So work with what you got, bro. Work what you got. Super sticker 10. Oh, pretty girl. Thank you. Oh, wow. Didn't see that coming. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Um, a neighbor on my granddaughter's street, he's got um a brown turkey that is so huge. It takes them 5 hours to bend it over, add stacks of soil and leaves and stuff. And they do that every year. And then in the spring, they take all that stuff off and let it open up. It's got to be, oh, I don't know, 30 feet wide. And I think that's not exaggerated. And it's almost as tall as this house. I've never seen a fig tree that big. I was watching, who is that? Farmer Marshall, maybe it might have been, who had those huge fig trees. Well, this is Charles Chuck got one like that, and it's just Wow. Yeah, it was like, wow. Yeah, Sylvia, slow and steady wins the race, and that's what I'm doing right now. Tigsy, your package came today, and do you know they crushed them apple seeds, all but one in that packet? I was in tears. I was like, say what? That one packet of apple seeds. I don't know whether they tried to send it through a machine, put a bunch of stuff on top of it, but it got crushed. Gloria Elliott, thank you for stopping in. Hey, nice seeing you again. What, Mona? Sifting soil and more. What's up, girlfriend? Nice to see you in here tonight. You know what? It's nice to see everyone that comes in this chat. Y'all just don't know. Thursday nights, y'all just make me want to almost levitate off the floor from coming into my chat. Miss J.K. Gardner, what's up? What's up? What's up? And y'all, my subject tonight was what kind of containers do you use to start seedlings in? And I've been watching you guys who have hydroponics and how you're pulling your seedlings from your hydroponics and up potting. Who was I watching earlier? Food by Faith. I was watching her up pot. I've been watching all you guys. Oh, the booty girl, the booty girl, the booty girl. I'm talking about Crooked Peach, y'all. What's up, girl? I saw you popping and locking today. broke. My internet son. Cold beer, cold beer. I wanted to show GT. Look what I got. I got a big one. And it's good. I was like, I need to stay hydrated. And I was like, I'm tired of drinking the water with the uh, electrodes in it. And this tastes pretty good too. I'm trying not to have problems with dehydration. Believe me, I'm not. I'm too old to be in a hospital for being dehydrated because it will mess with your head when as you get older. You get delirium from being dehydrated. I've seen years in the hospital when I was working in there. Something is what we consider simple as dehydration have mental issues. I use everything to start. See, yeah, I'm using it all too. I'm using plastic bags with wet paper towels and starting them in. I'm doing stratifying on uh, that on some seeds that I want, especially I have some flower seeds I want to grow, and they said they stratified. So I was like, okay. That is ginger. I didn't know what that was. I said this wet paper towel in there. The ginger was okay, but the seeds it got. I mean, I'm not kidding. The inside of the seed is all over the inside of the little bag. It hurt my heart. I was like, this is crushed. I was like, it's got one in there, and I'm gonna work that one though. I'm gonna work that one. See if I can get it to grow. So that made me feel good. But like I know you guys, like I said, you guys show that you make your own potting soil. I know I have some leftover bricks from Coco Core from last year, and I take what I got the little white things, perlite, vermiculite. I've been making up my own potting soil or whatever, and adding maybe a little potting soil in it so that it's a lightened area. It gives the roots plenty of room to grow and spread out, and they're not fighting to take good roots. So I hope to once I up pot I said, well, shoot, I need some light. So I was like, G Mama, I want some lights from her. She sent them to me. I was like, I still got them lights. I got the lights downstairs in the basement. Meyer Lemon stuff is at, but I will bring them up and put them over my figs and my other plants. I'm not trying to lose anything else. That's too much work to put in it to lose it. I use plastic cuts for seedlings. Yeah. Like I was showing them earlier at uh, Marks, they had these. They like two. You get three in a pack, and they were 99 cents. And these little things are pretty sturdy. They're not that thin. And I was like, and it's got the holes in the bottom that when you push them, You can actually push the seating up and out. And I was like, three for 99 cents. So I got a couple of these and I sent a couple of them to a few of my elderly friends who want to start into gardening. And everybody know about these. I mean, this is like a national anthem for gardeners. I got them in this size and I got them in the bigger size in the yellow. I was looking for the styrofoam cups. I got those around here too. But I was always also saying about a lot of people use containers if they get desserts or and they have these containers with the clear lids on them. These are mini greenhouses. You can put holes in the bottom if you want with drainage and put it in one of those little silver pans from the Dollar Tree, and you can start your own little terrarium of seedlings. You can put, soil in here. You can sprinkle them on top. You got a group of marigolds or whatever kind of flower you want or whatever kind of vegetable or fruit you want. And you start them in these and you already got a dome and it's attached, so you can always open it up, let the air in, take them out, put some more soil in, drop some more seeds. I mean, it's so many different kind of containers that you could possibly use at your own disposal. I've seen people go to the Dollar Tree just to get a silver pan to put their sweet potatoes in so they can start these slits. I already got one in a jar in the kitchen window. My kitchen window got its own little mini greenhouse going on up in there. See, I read some. I use the clear cups in the red cup. Yeah, I got that too. I got the clear cups. I didn't bring that one out, but I actually have one potted up like that right now. I have a red cup with inside the clear cup, so I can see the water drain out. So once it's all gone, it will send down roots looking for more water, and I know it's time to fill it back up again. Yeah, so and I've seen Mike with hydroponics and doing the cracky method where he buy totes or it's a particular juice that he likes to buy that has a natural opaque covering so you don't have to worry about light getting into the water and worry about algae and a few other things. Uh Fresh and Farsight. I wish we had Myers in Georgia. Every time I go up north, I got to go to one. I always find something good. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Wow. Mine's is Mark's. Mark's got everything. That's what I was hoping it was. I was like, the shampoo ginger. Oh, I got a container for it. I got a container for it. Yeah, I got some fresh soil and a container. It will be planted tonight. Tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. That was kind of wit. Oh, I've been asking for it and I got it. So yeah, that got here safe and sound. So yes. Oh, so yeah, it's so many ways that we can grow stuff. Like I said, you can have a wet paper towel and a plastic bag with some seeds and grow stuff. That tag I was watching earlier that was doing that, she had opened up one and seeds had sprouted and she was trying to put them in to the hydroponics and stuff. I mean, it's so many ways. People say, I can't grow anything because I don't have nothing to put in. Baby, if you got a teacup, you can grow something in. I have taken my egg cartons and put soil in them and put a seed in it and sprinkled just a little bit of soil on the top, not a lot, and kept it wet and set it out there on the banister on my porch. And if you don't watch it, it will dry out instantly but they can almost sprout overnight. And then you can scoop that bad boy up and put it in a bigger pot and add more salt and keep it moving. You can grow in anything. Like I said, I've grown in clothes baskets where I took some old landscaper cloth and lined it in. I have used a milk crate and lined it up and put soil in it. I've used jeans, I've used boots. You can plant in any container out here. It's only limited to your imagination. So please quit saying, I can't grow nothing. I don't have a balcony. I don't have a porch. I don't have a backyard. I have nowhere to grow. You got hydroponics. And even if you don't have hydroponics, you got grow lights. You can put it in a pot, a bowl, anything, and grow. There's no excuse why you can't grow. What'd you say, Sylvia? I did the same. Oh, yes. And I found out when I grow stuff in my green stock, I don't put soil on top of my seeds. I use perlite. I make sure the soil is good and saturated. I sprinkle my seeds on top. Did I even press down on them? I think I pressed down just a little bit and I put perlite on top and I got a 100% germination. Every I dumped in there that I didn't see popped up. I had seeds out the wazoo germinating in all parts of it. So, you know, um, it's just amazing. Hydroponics basket perfect 1 gallon jugs for the win. Okay. Seed starts in any kind container that I can find. I have even used K cups to start. I use yogurt. I used to eat so much yogurt, it's ridiculous. A little plastic cups like this of yogurt, and the one some ones in there that had the cottage cheese, where they had the fruit in the top and the cottage cheese at the bottom, where you can. I got those. I'll put them in there too. Anything that I think can hold soil to get anything started, I wash it out with some good soapy water and hot hands in the dirt. Okay, driving, can't respond. Well, please be careful. Keep your eyes on the road. Appreciate you just stopping in. Please, y'all, if you hadn't hit that like button, please hit it and show me that you like me just a little bit. Everybody saying hi to you, Stacy. And I do mean everybody. Everybody up in here. Yep, and that's exactly what I'm talking about, G Mama. I've seen you grow stuff in those pebbles and stuff, and I learned on a humble long time ago about the perlite vermiculite. You don't always have to have soil on top because some plants don't like having soil. They figure it spends too much of its energy to push through it. So by adding either vermiculite or perlite, it's not a sweat form and they come out like gangbusters. Sylvia said, I just got the 72 tray set from Bootstrap Farmer. I'm loving them. Thanking my honey. And that's nice because, like I said, I mean, you got what Viva, Vigo, and I mean, you got all these Hoss, you got all these different promoters out here that's selling stuff. I mean, you can go to the big box orange stores, the blue store, Wally World, all of them have, you know, equipment that you can use, little miniature dome houses and what they call them seed starting kits in the soil and all of this other stuff. So there is no excuse why you can't grow stuff. I don't want to hear the word I can't. I don't want to hear I don't have time. If you got time to go to the supermarket and buy it, you got time to go 2 feet and add some water in your hydroponics. All right. My tomatoes that I showed y'all that started ripening, they're ripe enough that I can actually rinse them off and pop them in my mouth right now. I'm so proud of my tomatoes. I don't know what to do. I was like, I'm growing tomatoes in February in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Who would have ever thought? So don't say what you can't do. When you keep saying can't, that means you're not trying and don't want to do it. That's an excuse. That's not legit as far as I'm concerned because there's too many channels out here that express how well and how much you can grow inside until you can either find you a community garden where you can really expand, or if you have a neighbor who don't mind you using their yard, or if you got a relative that got some acreage that don't mind giving you a piece of plot or a corner or whatever, or if you have a coworker who wants to learn how to grow and she said, well, you could use my yard and we just split what you grow. I got somebody right now who said she would pay me to grow her cucumbers. I'm like, wow, okay. So we gonna see about that. So yeah, uh it's just amazing what you can grow and what you can do. Mike, I was at a friend's house today and she had a bird feeder. She got a beautiful solarium. we were sitting in the solarium and she had a bird feeder right outside the window. But it's not near any trees where squirrels can jump off and hang on. She said she tried and watched them try to get to that bird feeder, but they have no way of getting to that bird feeder. And while we were sitting there, this big, fat, juicy cardinal, he flew away before I could take a picture of him. But I'm just like, yep, thank you, the Nichols family. Yep, February, tomatoes in Ohio. Who knew? And it just tickles me pink that I could go in there and rinse it off and pop it in my mouth and do my little dance. Ooh, this so good. Yeah, just like I did when I grew the pak choy, and I was able to go in there and pluck, pick off some leaves, wash it off, and chop it up and cook it with my um, eggs. It was so cool. Hey, T Nog, thank you for stopping in and seeing. Appreciate you. Please be careful. Keep your eyes on the road. Thank you for listening. Shamika, what's up, baby girl? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. There is no excuses why we can't grow. None. None whatsoever. I don't think you can come up. I've seen people that are handicapped in wheelchairs. We have folks that have autism. They always letting us know what they're growing in their gardens. There is no excuse why you can't grow. If you need seeds, let us know. We'll send you some seeds. You know, I mean, everybody's not on the, got and can't afford everything. So if there's something you need, let us know. And we'll try our best to accommodate you the best that we can. Just like I got my package today from Tixie. I was pink. I was like a little kid in a candy store. When I opened it up, I was like doing what it is. I was like, hey, oh, I was like, look, hey, hey. And I was like, okay, so I'm ready. I'm ready to throw it in some soil and get it popping. So it's just amazing that, like I said, there's no excuse why you can't grow stuff. I mean, I be hitting the clearance section. When I go into a store, first place I go is to the clearance section. When I go to a secondhand store, that's the first place I go. I found a pot that I know for a fact would cost me almost $175. I got it for $350 at a secondhand store. So I don't know if somebody passed away and they just got rid of stuff, or they no longer can garden and they was getting rid of stuff. But anyway it went, I got that pot in my garage right now and it will be filled this summer. Rashida, what's up? What's up? Thank you for stopping in this evening. I appreciate you so much. I was just saying, there you can grow anything in any object. What was it? Homestead Heart. She was growing potatoes in a cardboard box and lining it up and growing them. I've seen uh, my other internet son broke, where he had got those real cheap Dollar Tree bags one time, and they tore up after he got through growing in it. But those was the biggest potatoes I ever seen in that tore up Dollar Tree bag. You have to want this more than you complain. Don't come up here and saying, I can't do this, I can't do that. Miss me with that. Find another channel. Because here we only have positive thinkers and positivity, period, in regards that we want to grow food for ourselves and our families. This year, I'm looking to step up my A game with what they call it, not hydroponics, more food, dehydrate, a lot more food. I'm gonna get into the canner. Water bath is not a scary one, but that other canner. Hey, PIA, I've been missing you. How are you, darling? PIA, I was all purple last night, and I even had my little thing with my glasses hanging on it. Oh, I was cute when I went to Bible study night. And everybody was like, ooh, look at you, Royal. I had on purple eye shadow. I had purple lipstick on, purple outfit, my purple robe. turban on with my little purple thing hanging around. Oh, I was too cute last night. Everybody's looking at me talking about, hey, queen. I was like, so you're right. Yes, I was too cute last night, my purple. Thank you, PIA. Appreciate you. Yeah. Oh, and then I ran up on my little old lady that I sit with every other week. Her neighbor has chickens, and the neighbor next to him has chickens. And I said, "Can I have some of that chicken salad?" And he knew what I was talking about. He just busted out laughing. So he said, "The next time you come to visit Irene, that trash can on the side of her house, when I clean out my coop, I'll have your stuff in there." And I was like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah." And I was like, "Sookie, sookie." So I found a new source of eggs and chicken salad. What you say, Mike, sitting on your steps right now? Is your babies walking up to you? Talking about they go Papa Mike. They walking up to you going, Mike, 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 Mike. Where my peanuts at, dude? Where they at? Where they at? Where all the party people at? Yeah, so like I said, if you complain about not being able to grow food, is that you're not really into it. You just want somebody to keep telling you, oh yes you can, yes you can. I ain't gonna keep telling you yes you can, because I'm gonna grow mine. And I'm quite sure most of the folks that's in the chat gonna grow theirs. And they're gonna keep dropping videos showing you just how much they grow. I was watching Jamaica too. So that girl got shells and shells and shells. I was looking at Lady Cheryl. She got shells and shells and shells. A lot of you guys know what you're doing. You know them seeds. You know how to up pot. You know how to drop some more. We got a lot of new folks coming in that's doing real nice, and a lot of questions that they're asking, but it's not stopping them from trying. Even though they said they might not get it right, but they're going to put forth their best effort to get what they need for themselves and their family. A lot of us complain about, well, we got snow and ice, and it's true that we can't do nothing about that. But we're growing on the inside, and y'all doing one heck of a job. That's right. GT, show him, tell him just a little bit. Yeah, so I'm just like, hey, Miss T with the T, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you for stopping in. Right. If you don't succeed, you try again. It's like a new job. When you come in there, you don't know everything about that job. And you learn little by little how the system works. And then once you got an idea how the system works, then you're gonna put your own flavor on it to make sure you get it done. You're gonna make sure that it sides with the bottom line, but you're also gonna tweak it a little bit so that it will fit. And then once you get that your foot in there, oh, it's on like Donkey Kong. Okay. You dropping seeds, all kinds of stuff. You showing us videos about your green stock. It's got so much stuff growing out, you can't even see the actual green stock. All you see is green leaves and flowers and fruits and vegetables hanging off the green stock. You know, I'm missing a lot of the comments, but I see a lot of people talking about seeds. Yeah, and what they're growing this year. Nothing beats a failure but a try. True that. Yeah, true that. So we're gonna see a lot of us who have been in this garden community, like Patty the Bell saying, I got a new attitude. 2026 is gonna do. It's definitely gonna outshine 2025, because the mistakes we made in 2025 and things that we grew that just didn't work out, or you didn't like the taste of it, will not do a repeat in your garden this year. You're going to try other stuff. We did a lot of seed swapping, especially in January with Seedmas. And there's going to be a lot of folks who receive seeds from others, and we know that they're tried and true. They grew it in their garden, so we know that these seeds are highly, I can't even think, I had the word, and the word just said, viable, that is going to grow. You know that people have been complaining on the internet lately that the seeds that they've been getting from some of these packets have not been germinating, which is scary because that could be a ploy as well. So by us sending us seeds from one another that we know are viable and that they're tried and true, and we can grow whatever they were growing last year, is on point. And it's up to us to let those seeds really shine by planting them and growing these fruits and vegetables, especially if something that we like. Like I'm seeing Serena's talking about her Amish paste. I got those this Marzano. Yes, I had those as well. Those same seeds growing out the box was selling. I found a pack of those black tomato seeds. Oh my God. I got to drop them right along with my purple Cherokee. I'm sorry, y'all. Purple Cherokee has stole my taste buds and my heart. When I tasted that purple Cherokee, oh my God. It was so juicy and it was so sweet. So I just sliced a piece to put on my sandwich. I was like, oh, I can eat this as a tomato sandwich or just eat it the way it is. And when I went back out to get two more, the deer had beat me to it. I was like, oh, you won't get these this year. I guarantee you, if I had to grow them up here upstairs on my porch, you will not be getting any more of my purple Cherokee tomatoes. Them things was off the chain. Nicholas Journey Extra. Thank you for stopping in. I don't think I've ever seen the extra in here. Thank you. I appreciate you. If you don't mind, can you drop your growth zone and the state you live in? And if you have a channel, would be greatly appreciated so that we can all check you out. Appreciate you stopping by. I do, I do, I do. Nickel says, I'm all for the seeds. Can't wait. Oh, okay. The chat just took off. Mike said, entire pack of ground cherries did nothing. One I grew, I found with my dehydrated peppers. Every seed germinated. Okay. Uh, I didn't get all of my ground cherries out the garden this past winter, and no, before the fall, and then I seen it popping up in another plant where the seed I didn't even see a ground cherry was in there, but anyway, it got in there and it started germinating. So I think I'm gonna have some mystery ground cherries popping up in my garden this year. I take all volunteers. Anything that's free, please, I ain't giving it back. Yeah, everybody saying hello to one another. Peach say, 8A Virginia. Yeah, it's not a great channel, but I have one. Girl, please. I love watching you sitting on your tractor, running all around the yard, cutting the grass, and getting up early in the morning and letting your ducks and geese and chickens out in the morning. That's relaxation. And then you show some beautiful sunrises and sunsets in your yard. Come on. One of my favorite musts in my garden. Yeah, yeah. That purple Cherokee that got me. Yeah, so yeah, that got me good. And I have some yellow lemon tomatoes that I will be planting again as well. They're not as acidic, but they are delicious. They're sweet too. Along with my lemon cucumbers, all of them are a new staple in my garden. So there's some things that the animals didn't get to that I got a chance to enjoy. And I want to grow them again and try to do them in the same setup so that I can get some. Okay. Rashida, I didn't know you was in Michigan. Oh, you my next door neighbor. Okay. I ain't mad at you. What you say, fresh and fire? Oh, I will see a lot of those ground cherries again. Yeah, that's okay. I had them in a 5 gallon bucket. So if they come up in the ground, I've seen them in other people's yards, and they grow a lot bigger when they're in ground because they can send down their own roots to find, their own source of water. So that's cool with me too. I ain't mad at them. Yeah, because those were my snacks. I have my young lady down the street, Nicole. When we go over in the garden early in the morning, before we do anything, we sit down and we bust out that ground chair. We be sitting there popping them out and eating them. It blew her mind. She had never had them before. I hadn't either. So, but I had eaten them before then, before she started coming over. So, yeah, I feel like you can't go wrong. Okay. Chat just said, poop, just took off. I can't see. I was trying to get the soap on my phone, but it's not doing it. But anyway, oh yeah, I got those black cream. I got them for Farmer Chaz. I want to try them too. They look pretty. They almost look as good as the purple Cherokee tomato for grilled meats. Okay, and I do that. I'm pretty good on the barbecue grill now. I didn't had a lot of years experience on it. I bought me one of those chimneys, so I don't use that lighter fluid, and I put my coals in it, fire that bad boy up. Hey, She Hud, how are you? How my niece, how my baby girl doing? Thank you for stopping in this evening. Yes, I'm ready to throw some pineapples and some other good stuff on the grill and get down with the get down. We can add some to the raffle. Fresh and Fire, you in here. Are you having a meet and greet down in Savannah this year? I hear people talking about it. I thought I saw you touch on it, but I didn't see all the details. Yeah, I got my potatoes chitting too. My little red skin uh, potatoes. If I had a pot to put in the house, I would put them in there and start my potatoes. Black Cream and Berkeley tie dye, my favorite slices. Roma for everything. I got a Roma tomato in there now that's nice and juicy, and I ate that with some garlic and onions, and throw it in some eggs on some home fries. Be ready to slap somebody. Okay. Thank you, Rashida. Thank you for stopping in this evening. I appreciate you. Have a good evening. Get you some rest and do what you got to do to get your next day started tonight. GT, you still driving? All right. You please be careful out there on them roads. You got snow. If nobody else has snow, we know you got it up there in Alaska. Sunchokes, I heard about those, but I haven't tried them yet. I've seen a lot of people grow them. Berkeley tie dye, I have to have. I just picked it and eat. Okay. So details is in your post. Okay, bro. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You going broke? April. Okay. Well, I had changed my plans when they wouldn't going to do the first. I put that money on going to Chicago in September for a dinner dance. So I might see y'all next year. Won't be this year. The Thai, the dyed tomatoes are good tomatoes. I never heard of them. Berkeley tie dye. I gotta look them up and check them out. Everybody saying hello to one another is greatly appreciated. Natural Yard said just made a list of what I will be planning 23 items in 12 by 15 space. That's all right. You gonna rock and roll though, aren't you? You gonna eat good. I got one Meyer lemon that's almost completely yellow. I'm tempted to pick it, but I said it still got a little green spot on it. And it's about this big. And I'm just like, I want to pick it so bad. It's three of them on there, but that one is the biggest one. And I'm just like, oh, I want to pick it so bad. But I was like, no, it's not totally yellow yet. It's all right for you ones who have Meyer lemons and have grown them. This is my first time getting some to go to a flourishing. Is it okay to pick that one that's almost yellow, or should I wait until it's completely yellow before I pick it? Because I've never grown lemons before. They've always had flowers and blossoms, but they fell off or they didn't work out in the basement. But this year, I actually got at least 5 lemons on my Meyer lemon, and three of them are starting to turn yellow, and one's almost completely yellow, but not totally. Cassandra said the Berkeley tie dye are also prolific for slicer tomatoes. Okay, that's a lot of folks dropping dimes on that Berkeley tie dye. I got to check that out. Sunchokes are delicious, but plant them in a bucket or area where you don't min. Oh, your mind. Okay, them can be invasive. Everybody talking about how tasty they are. Okay. Fire tomatoes are my favorite. I can't wait to get some more of those going this spring. Prairie, T-Ho's Prairie Fire Tomatoes. We never heard of them. Okay. All right. I see L Triple G say, yes, those Meyer lemons grow gigantic this year. Well, see, I had to bring mine in since we have ice and snow, and they started fruiting before I brought them in, and they swole up some more after I got them in, but now they're actually turning yellow. And I've never had them get this far. So to know whether or not I can pull that one that's almost yellow off, or whether I should let it stay on till it completely turns yellow. I mean, it's not like a tomato where you can pick it green and put it in a plastic bag. I mean, in a paper bag, or sit it up in your windowsill and it'll turn red. So I don't know if it's the same. Can I do that? Tixie said, congratulations, Miss Shirley. You can pick it with a green spot. It won't hurt it, but you can leave them until they turn dark yellow. I pick at all stages. Well, since this is my first crack at it, I want it to turn all yellow. All yellow. I can't wait. And I'm going to do a video showing me clipping it off the plant and doing my little funny dance like the kids do. Like, hey, I'm going to be so silly, that bush, because I have never done that. You should have seen me when my Miwok kumquat, it was full of those little orange fruits. Oh my gosh. They were in the basement right next to my washing machine. And every time I went down to take a load out and a load in, I was picking them off and popping them. Them little things was so good. Well, they wasn't totally that little. It was a nice size, and they were so good. And I think Broke every time I go down there. It's called Broke Junior, my Miwok kumquat. And I just take them off and just, right now it hasn't turned brown, but I didn't get any new leaves, so hopefully it'll be okay. And that's what I'm looking forward to some more, because it was full of blossoms last year, and the bees were all over. Oh my God, did they love that plant! And I had all the Miwok kumquats on there. I was like, oh, sucky, sucky now. I'm growing tropicals in Northeast Ohio. It kind of blew my mind. So this year, if Nicole can help me, we're going to pull all those pups out that big tub, and we're going to give each pup its own pot. And hopefully, I got maybe about 4 or 5 pups that I can get at least one rack. It's a dwarf Cavendish banana. If I could get one rack of bananas off of one of them plants. And Bobby showed me how to, I was taking the leaves and chopping them up and putting them back in there. And I was fertilizing and watering that sucker to death. But what my problem was, I had too many pups in there, and everybody was eating off of that instead of being able to put all this energy into the one biggest one to push out a rack. So now I know what I did wrong, but now I know how to correct it, and hopefully I can get it. I would love to put them in the ground and grow, but I know that's not going to be feasible here. So yeah. Uh, Mike says I'm growing large forward tomatoes where my figs trees was. I'm excited to get full size tomatoes inside. Oh, that's right. You said your wife said pull that fig out. Yeah. Meyer lemon you may eat like an orange when they fully ripen on the tree. Ooh, okay. They not that lockjaw. Okay. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to test that theory out. Fresh acai and lemon juice or fermenting them in a soft pine. Never has that problem. Okay, so they telling y'all how to work on the sunchokes. I've seen them at Whole Foods, but I had never tried them. So yeah, you have no more chance of frost or freeze than I will plant the sunchokes outside in 3-inch 3x4. Okay, raised bed. All right. Hey, if you know your was it frost date? Drop it in the chat. I want to see what everybody's frost date. Mine's is April the 21st through the 26th. That's how late my frost date is. And like a lot of people say, they don't start dropping seeds uh, in cooler temperatures of their state until after Mother's Day. And I hope to have seedlings are big enough that without putting them in the ground, they have less than 60 days to go to fruition. I will start a lot of my seedlings around the 15th of March. And that way, by the time the frost day come, hopefully it has warmed up enough and been warm long enough and I can put, especially my warm weather crops in the ground. Like I want to start my okra, a couple of different varieties of peppers and tomatoes, and maybe some squash and cucumbers. I can't remember the last time I had problems with the vine borer squash, the squash vine borer. So it's like a hit and miss when I put them out. I'll put one in one area and one in another area just to see. I like the figs, but she don't like figs. Ah, well, that'll do it. Who's that? Double M Dispo? Okay. Well, thank you. I don't remember seeing you in my chat before. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. I welcome all new folks to stop in. I do. I like to see new people. I like to see how our garden community constantly is whiting out. Okay. Crooked Peach Day, the 10th. Uh-oh, Tixie. I couldn't see it. Last frost date, the 14th, I think it was, because it just jumped. Last frost day in March 23rd this year. It's usually in April, but predicted early this year. Okay. You couldn't figure out a way to do both. Cute. My last frost date supposed to be February the 28th. Oh, that's this weekend. Okay. But you in a, yeah, but your zone, you can do that. Sun chokes give you heartburn, indigestion, fresh. Oh, that was see. That's what I'm saying. When you speak on it and put it out there, somebody in the garden community has experienced it at one time or another, and they can give you some advice. And as we always say, though, do your research. I'm the same way, Mike. If the temperature does not say stay 55 degrees for 5 straight days, I do not put my veggies out. I don't care if it's one day, if it says 54, it's got to be 55 days straight. Hey, Life for Wanda, thank you for stopping in, sweetheart, because then I know that the ground below is not as warm as the air in the ground above. And if it's warm where the crops you put in, they will die because the ground will be too cold. I learned that the hard way eons ago. Yeah, so it's got to be 55 degrees straight 5 days before I put any warm weather crops in the ground. Tixie said, I'm wrong. It's March 15th to March 31st. Okay, still before us. Shoot, by the time for us to drop our seeds in the ground, you guys didn't harvest this stuff, pulling up spring and ready for summer. We don't have a spring. It seemed like we got 1 week of spring and then it jumped straight to summer. Yeah. So, mm-mm. We don't get that lag in between, so to speak, where you can grow like you guys doing now, and then by the time it warms up for us, you're pulling spring stuff and putting in summer stuff. Mm-mm. Now we still be trying to get spring stuff in. Hopefully, like sweet peas and brassicas, if the snow melts. If the snow is gone, we can put some stuff in the ground. 50 degrees here is usually June 1st through the 5th. Okay. So I have to put everything planted and outside before April, or by July, they will be struggling in the heat, except the heat loving plants. Yeah. But see, we don't get to have that leisure part there. Yeah, when normally we put stuff out, it's pretty much warm and cold weather stuff because the ground hasn't thawed out enough. You know, hard way is the only way I've ever learned anything. Yes, do. It's like it's that 55 degrees even at night or just daytime high. At night too. At night too. Yeah. They get 8 months to grow. I get 3 to 4 if lucky. Yeah, Mike. Same here. You know, by November, yeah, it we would be fortunate because normally it's raining and cold like crap for the kids for Halloween. So the brassicas and stuff might be doing okay, and you can probably still have your sweet potatoes in the ground, be ready to harvest them by what you call Thanksgiving. So, like it says, corn onto your grow zone. Not everybody, you know, not everybody. Or just correct peach. Yeah, yeah, we all learning. And like I said, there are so many different kind of containers that you can use to grow. You can actually use this as a container because it's tall enough that you can put your soil all the way up to here, cut the top off, plant something in here. It has a long way for the roots to grow before you put it out. My the bag that I get my cat food in is plastic coated on the outside. It's a nice sturdy bag. I was like, I hadn't thrown it away. I folded it up. I said, I can grow something in this bag. Punch a few holes in the bottom, throw some up in there. I can throw some carrots or something on the top. It'll be all right. Teacher say, my hydroponically grown, oh, Kusha squash is blooming. What? I got a male flower that may hinder its growth when I get it outside. Yeah. They said they got a new variety out now that only supposed to be putting out female flowers. I don't know how true that is, but that would be nice because that's the only way you're going to get some fruit. So, yeah. Yeah, 55 day but 30 night means dead plants. That's right. Can't be cold. It's got to be consistent. I grow year round. It's always something growing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You had to put that in there. The Nichols said, we all learn. Yeah, we are. You never know everything in gardening. There's always something new. It might be something that you find by accident that works for you, or something that makes you happy. It's like, wow, didn't see that coming, didn't know that was possible. There's always something new to learn in your garden. Always. If you pull squash flowers, it just grows more. Yeah, but you want that male and female so you can get some fruit. Yes, you have to learn your yard. Mine has a microclimate caused by the pea gravel I have down. My neighbor's tree that was only 4 feet tall when I moved in here, and I've been here going on 26 years. That tree is like 60 feet tall now, and it throws shade at certain parts of the day. So I can at least get at least 4 hours daytime sun before it started throwing shade over the rest of the yard. So I had to learn to switch out how I was planting stuff and where I was planting stuff in order for them to get the benefits of daytime sun. So you'd be surprised how many vegetables you can grow is what they call semi shade. As long as they get enough sun to flower, you can still grow. And see, it doesn't get as hot here as it get in other states. So some of our plants can still make it through without it. So yeah. So it's amazing, but you can still grow. Yes, I bought the Easy Pick Go to zucchini squash that's supposed to set fruit with all female flowers. Okay, cool, Nisi. Yeah, I heard about it somewhere. Uh, Save pollen on brush and a baggie till female shows. Let's do that. Let's do that because I've seen, who is that? Uh, Juicing with Jay taking a paintbrush and doing his dragon fruit. What? You can grow squash and hydroponics. They really do well. Okay. Well, I've seen it before. I think G, I saw G Mama growing squash. These should be laws to protect gardeners, right? Let me tell you, it's a shame. We got a lot of gardeners in our neighborhood out here, and they turn their front yards into gardens. They got chicken wire wrapped around them because we do have a critter problem, groundhogs and raccoons and deer and what have you. So we got a lot of them that's got some nice raised beds because their front yard, I think, faces west. So they're trying to get that sun, whereas the backyard might be facing east. So they only gets the morning sun, but they want the full sun to grow other crops. And they grow a lot of flowers in between too to attract pollinators. So yeah, Tag says I planted collards in a couple of places at my mom's. They've been uncovered and fending for themselves in 30 or below temps and doing fine. Yeah. They said a lot of brassicas is pretty cold hardy, especially collards. They can, they won't be tough. They will be sweet. They'll be tough in regards to fighting weather, but they will be sweet in taste, just like in the fall when a lot of people wait for that frost to give it that little, what they call a chef's kiss, and it'll be okay to eat, be sweeter, so to speak. So yeah, and a lot of people grow peas too in the cooler weather. There's a lot of vegetables that you can grow in the cooler weather that people are surprised that are quite tolerable to the different changes in the weather. Yeah. So I've thrown some seeds out on top of the snow, and the next thing I was wondering, what is that coming up? And I was like, oh snap, I forgot all about that. I said I grew candy roasters and kombucha squash inside the hydroponics. Okay. Mike said nobody watches my videos. Yeah, we do, Mike. I think more people get a chance to watch the squirrels and the woodpeckers and the, and the cardinals. Oh, I was like, get your shade off my garden and turn it like something nice. I feel like that sometimes, Crooked Peach. I do. I do. But when it gets super hot and it shades them from the heat, I ain't so mad at them, especially when they don't struggle as much. So yeah, it depends. Shocked that aggravating college moth has. Oh yeah, I hate that. When you see that little white moth flying around in your yard, you be running out trying to get to it. I take a can of spray starch and I spray it. If I get close enough to spray the leaves get stiff. And when the spray starch dries, that or hairspray, you spray them, leaves get stiff and they die because they can't fly. I'm growing Asia zucchini and hydroponics. Oh, I don't think I'm hip to that one. I was at the Asian supermarket the other day and I wanted to take a video so bad, but I wasn't feeling the best because they had everything in that Asian store. Talking about veggies, oh my goodness. And they had sugar cane and I didn't grab none. None. So maybe I get down there next week. Hope they still got it. I grew the mashed potato squash in the hydroponics. I transferring them outside. What's the mashed potato squash? I don't think I've ever heard that one. Does anyone have blooms on their stone fruit trees? I had to wrap my satin peach donut tree to save my blossom from the cold front that came through. I haven't even gone over in the lot to look at my trees. I don't even want to go. Because with all this snafu snaps of cold and ice, I don't think I might get fruit this year. So I don't want to be disappointed before then. So I'm going to leave it alone. I just put those seeds. Okay. Never heard of Asia zucchini. Neither have I. That's why I was asking. Hmm. Oh, that's all you're going to say is you appreciate analytic. That's okay, Mike. That's all right. When that pheasant come back in your yard and the bunny rabbits, I don't want to hear it. Say she's still flying around in this colder there. Yeah, well, when you're hungry, you're hungry. You don't care, huh? Yeah, and a lot of people were saying that they had some of their fruit that was blossoming too early. Who was that? Stacy. He was like, no, it's too early. He said, not, it's not time yet. So they might, a lot of fruit trees might not have fruit on them as much as we would like it. What? Who is this? My pear blossom had come and gone. Yeah, I hate that. If I had room, I would grow all the tropical plants inside, sugarcane, etc. Yeah, yeah. So it's rough when you get to that. Ooh, Fresh and Fire said, "Oh, unfortunately, oh my peach tree started blooming this week too soon." Yeah, mine might have buds on my fruit trees. I don't even want to go over and look. I just wait until it warm up. I wanted to go over there and walk around my garden since all the snow and ice melt. And I was like, I don't want to go over there and be disappointed. So I just wait. Well, what I do want to do is get my spray together and spray my trees, my fruit trees. I have a pink lady, apple crisp. I think that's a red haven. I don't know if that's a red haven or contender. I got to look at the peach. And I had my Nantucket cherry. And I think I got a, well, my Orient pear is here in the basement. But I think I might have a Medley pear that might have survived, but I haven't even gone to check on them yet. So I find out one way or the other. I'm training squirrel army to enter your house. Turn your devices to your. Oh, that's funny. Buddha. Thank you, Buddha, for stopping in this evening. I appreciate you. Well, she said, I have blooms on my blueberries, my lemon, mulberries. But your temperature was more likely that yours will survive more so than they would here in our neighborhood. That would be messed up. That means we won't get fruit until next year, 2027. I hope my peach tree make it. I love all my peaches was so and sweet. Oh, I had a sugar rush biting in that peach. I had juice rolling down my face. It was so good. Yeah. Sylvia said she watched your video, Mike. Look at everybody trying to tell Mike, they watch you. Buddha said, no problem getting ready for bed. Yeah. What time is it? Oh, it's been an hour and 32 minutes. All right, you people. I'm finna get off of here. I want to say thank y'all so much for coming in here tonight and hanging with this old girl. I do, I do. And all the new people, if you're still here, thank you for stopping in. Please check out other folks' channels in this garden community because they are awesome. You can learn something from everybody because everybody has a way of doing things, and some of those ways might just fit you. As I always say, this is Miss Shirley, the OG gardener in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, Zone 6B. And please hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit. Like, share, and subscribe. And come back next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As I always say, enjoy your day. And y'all come back now. You hear?
Thanks for growing with me, love and light to you. Keep your hands in the soil, let your spirit